Hi guys, it's Julie here and welcome back to my channel. I apologize in advance if you hear a little bit of thudding in the background. That is Matt running on the treadmill, so I hope it's not too distracting. But I wanted to give you guys a walkthrough of the Dark Mansion Tarot by Taroteca Studio. So this is the regular edition, and there is a limited edition as well. And I'll provide a link to the website so that you can check out the differences between the two. But essentially the regular edition, it's a standard tarot card size, and there are no extra sun and moon cards. And the backing is also different from the limited edition. And this is the packaging that you'll get for the regular edition. The limited edition, I believe, the deck comes in both a bag and a wooden box. So I believe those are the major differences. But again, check out the website just to be sure. The deck was delivered pretty securely packaged and wrapped, which is great considering it was international shipping. And it's a lovely design here. I took the deck out of the box so that you could see the inside better. So we have this clam design. And here are the names of the graphic artist and the production consultant. I am not going to insult them by mangling the pronunciation of their names. And then here we have a little note. We were creating this tarot deck for 2.5 years, devoting our heart and mind to it. We hope that you will love it as much as we do. All right, let's take a look at the cards. So the deck did not come with a guidebook, but the images are pretty standard RWS, so I don't feel a guidebook is necessary. Here is the artist card, and here is the backing for the regular edition. Now the limited edition, the backing is like a brown filigree, kind of like wooden style filigree, and there's a blue crystal or gemstone in the middle, which is lovely as well. Both these backings are very pretty, and so I'm satisfied with this one for the regular edition. And it's a nice matte laminate finish, and you can see that the deck is edged in black. Now, someone on Facebook did say that after just a few days of using their deck, the black edging did kind of chip a little bit. So for those of you who have the deck or are planning to get the deck, maybe just a gentle word of caution to not be so rough with the deck. But then again, there's always black Sharpies to take care of that too. So the cardstock is nice and thick. I tend to prefer mine a little thinner so that I can riffle, shuffle, and bridge. I will not be riffle, shuffling, and bridging this deck. It'll just be too difficult. But for those of you who love the thicker cardstock, you'll be pleased with this. And it is a standard tarot size. So if we just compare here, so maybe just a tad bit wider. All right, now let's take a look at the cards. First card is the Fool, and as you can see, the cards have this border here, which I personally don't have a problem with. Now, this is not my favorite card, just in that I'm not a fan of clowns. The artwork throughout this deck is amazing. I just personally don't care for clowns, and it's not that they creep me out. I just don't find them very attractive. So. The High Priestess. I like how you can see the pomegranate seeds inside the base of the chandelier, which to me look like skulls as well. So I don't know if that was intentional or not, but that's the way I see it. These images are very Tim Burton-esque to me. You know, like Corpse Bride and Nightmare Before Christmas. Here's the Lover's card. So it's interesting that we have a third figure here, and she has a very tricksy look on her face. So I am not used to seeing a third figure in the Lover's card, so this would make for very interesting readings. I love this Strength card. I love this Hermit card as well. I think it's hilarious that the Raven and the Hermit, they kind of mirror each other in terms of their facial structure, their eyes, and the Hermit's beaky nose, and just their expression. They just completely mirror each other. Wheel of Fortune. So the wheel is a Ferris wheel, and you can see the 4 elements here: the water, air, fire, and earth. And these letters, I'm not quite sure if they're supposed to mean something. I mean, they spell tarot if you're repeating that T, but I'm not sure if there's something more to that. So if any of you know, please drop a comment below. Vampire as the Hanged Man. Death, looking pretty bored and over it, which is an interesting interpretation. This one's a sweet card. I love the Devil in this card. I think she looks so badass. Now, I will say that the little skeletons kind of creep me out. They're smaller, so they kind of remind me of, well, but I'm just going to think of them as Hobbit skeletons, and it'll be fine. Tower. At least the cat's okay. Star. Gorgeous card. It's one of my favorites of the majors, the star, and then also the moon here, which I'm sure some of you have already seen this image online, on Facebook, on Instagram, on their website. And I really do like this rendition. You've got the dog here, the wolf back here, and she's holding the river like a ribbon, and her face is meant to be the moon. I think that's quite clever. Sun. This is in a different language, but it looks like this is a film poster. This is a great card. I would go to that party. And I think it's hilarious that the angel is playing the sax. It's perfect. The World. So you have the man, the eagle, lion, and ox. Now we get into the wands. I really do enjoy these images. They're fantastic. I mean, it is a darker themed deck. Obviously, the title of the deck is the Dark Mansion Tarot, but at the same time, it's just so playful and a lot of fun. Six of Wands. Now, this one, I don't know that I would have chosen a wedding to depict the Six of Wands. It's a beautiful image, and I certainly understand the kind of celebratory aspect of it, the all eyes on you. But for me, the Six of Wands is also about, it's about victory, and it's about accomplishment and the attention that comes with that. So while it's a lovely image, I don't know that I would have chosen a wedding to depict this card. Seven of Wands. So this one reminds me of the movie Gangs of New York. I don't know if any of you have seen that. Daniel Day-Lewis, he plays Billy the Butcher, the leader of the Bowery Boys. So that's instantly what I thought of when I saw this card. And the Queen of Wands. So you don't have any sunflowers, but you do have these flowers here. And the King of Wands. So just take a look together. They're kind of matching in outfits. Onto the cups. This one's adorable. You have the two little lovebirds, two little love worms. Four of Cups. Okay, sorry for all the movie references, but this reminds me of the Tim Burton movie, Sweeney Todd. When the daughter, Joanna, she dresses up as a boy to try to escape Alan Rickman's character. I don't remember his name, but that's who this person reminds me of. This one's lovely. I love the Eight of Cups. This is a favorite for me in terms of minor cards, and she reminds me of Jane Eyre. Can't help it. I think of Jane Eyre leaving Thornfield Hall and just being like, peace out, Mr. Rochester, you deceitful man with your whack job wife. Even though Thornfield Hall wasn't by the sea, but her outfit is very much Jane Eyre to me. Nine of Cups. Not as big of a man spread, but I will take this guy any day over the traditional RWS image. He looks a little more refined in his debauchery. Queen of Cups. And King of Cups. So let's just compare the two here. Actually, it looks like they could be facing each other like this. And he looks a great deal older than she does. Onto the swords. The Three of Swords. I think this is a nice embellishment to the standard heart with the swords. The heart is a locket, and inside are the locks of hair from the deceased. So this is well done. Six of Swords. So the mom and dad look a bit freaked out, don't they? I mean, the kid, ignorance is bliss. Kid looks fine, smiling, but just the way the eyes are drawn, they look a little bit petrified. This one's very pretty. This is one of my favorites. Now I know this is a shadowy card, it's a difficult card, but I still think she's adorable with her little hands covering her eyes. And I love this shadow monster with the swords as the teeth. I think it's very clever. This dude reminds me of Napoleon. Queen of Swords. Now this is the queen that I identify with the most. And funny enough, she reminds me of the Queen of Swords in the Steampunk Tarot, just in terms of like the coloring. They're both wearing these pale blue gowns, they both have the dark hair and the rather chilly expressions on their faces. And then the King of Swords. So he looks so serious. All the kings so far look so severe and serious. Understandable for the King of Swords though. On to the Pentacles. All right, sorry guys, another movie, a movie association. So his face reminds me of that asylum dude in the original Disney's Beauty and the Beast. Do you remember him? That's who I think of. Nine of Pentacles. You have the bird, not a falcon, but I think this bird is more appropriate for this scene, for sure. Ten of Pentacles. You have the, looks like 3 generations. 1, 2, 3. Queen of Pentacles. Oh, look, the rabbit has a little green ribbon. Cute. And finally, the King of Pentacles. Kind of matching. Once again, he's looking pretty severe. I don't have anything negative to say about this deck. Aside from the 1 or 2 images I pointed out, I think the artistry is amazing. And even those couple of images, they're not deal breakers at all. It just remains to be seen with time whether it will withstand to wear and tear. But I am very excited to start using this deck, and this is my working deck for January. I hope this walkthrough was helpful for you. Please leave a comment below and let me know your thoughts. And if you have the deck, let me know how it's working for you. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.